Natural gas, not too bad if you're really quick. But as soon as you add oxygen, I am not doing that. It's now about 3,500 degrees. So I just, I want to try to, this, it looks a little easier. So I'm still learning this, so disclaimer number one, who knows what's going to happen. And I'm still learning how to use tubing. See how that just kind of popped off like that?
Yeah.
So I'm using the original formula of Pyrex. The scientific name is borosilicate. So even though this white tube is borosilicate, it's made in China, and it's slightly different. It works really strange compared to this white tube that I mean the clear tube I'm messing with right now. So one, I don't really know how to do tubing yet, and two, I'm using a funky style of tubing. So there's two ways of blowing glass on a torch. You can blow it this way, but I have no idea what's going on there. So I have my surgical hose with a swivel, and that way I can work this way. All right, so what I gotta do is prep my handle. Let's see, there it is. I'm gonna pop a little hole here. I still haven't figured out how to do this right. Because it should, you know, perfectly it would be uniform top and bottom. But luckily I'm not making a fancy candy dish or a goblet or something. So again, I'm learning that this tube is really funky. You see the shards from a previous experiment. So I've learned I need to warm it up. Even though it's Pyrex, generally with solid rod, I'll just go blank right in the flame. But this tube is really funky. So I learned I need to say, hello, glass. Like the old honeymooners saying, address the ball. Hello, ball. So I want to stick the two together in the flame. See where I got any leaks. Forgot to close that end, of course. This is always fun when you have hot ends on both sides. But obviously I can't clean up this joint if I can't blow through it. Still have a little leak on that end. All right, that's going to be close enough. So I've just, I think I was challenged by Aileen, the general manager of the general store, to try making these. So I just kind of fiddled around and kind of fell upon this style that I like. So I found out if I blow out the bottom and the top, it makes a neat little shape to it. So, and there's really no great design for a ghost anyway. I have been going around to different drugstores taking pictures of the little figurines to see what I want to make. I got a leak somewhere. Or maybe I just didn't get it hot enough. You don't want it too much, just want a little something. And again, that's not quite proper because that's high there and low there. So that means I didn't heat up part of the tube just right. With clear tubing, I can usually melt it back in and start over again, but this tube is just so weird. Let's try to cool that side off. That's a little better. Just needs to be a shape. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. Man, I was gutsy. I just threw that right in there. Supposed to warm it up first. Old habits die hard. I mainly work with solid glass because I make a lot of pendants and marbles, and you can do that with Pyrex.
Yeah.
But with this funky white tubing, I got a whole other learning skill to get to. So the idea is to, you can sort of see where it's hotter and where it's colder. And where that, this is called a point, and where the point touches the top of it, you can see it's melting really quickly. So I don't want to get that too hot because that'll puff out. Notice I'm doing puffing in stages since I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing. Ooh, that's getting hot. So since this handle is getting hot, that probably means I got a leak somewhere. because I'm pushing the hot air through, and that's making everything hot. I can fix that later when I do the head. All right, so this tube is relatively thick in my limited experience. So I'm going to try to stretch this out a little bit to make it easier to attach the arms. So that looks kind of uniform. I'm just going to give it a little pull. All right, don't want them too tall because I'm afraid it'll be top heavy and it won't sit properly. But so far, you know, cross fingers, toes, it's survived so far. There it is. All right, so I was lucky. I got to see a friend of mine make these. So I learned a trick off of them. It's, yeah, not the best shape. Hopefully it'll clear itself up when I'm done. All right, so if I just heated up the spot and pulled it out with a piece of clear rod, that would be really thin. You might actually be able to break it with your fingers. So what this guy showed me was, you take a rod of similar color, heat this up and try to blow through the rod. I think it's called a blow-in, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, last time I had a hard time blowing through the tube, so I need to heat it up more. You know that old saying, I've slept since then?
Yeah.
I made a bunch last week, and now it's like, what? Yesterday I came in and pulled all my points. All right, wish me luck. So stick. I got a leak. Close enough. Yep, here's a leak.
Yep.
It's really hard to make that arm pull if it. There we go. I call it fish lips, like the gourami fish. I used to teach beginners classes a lot, so I always try to find something humorous to help you remember what I'm trying to say. All right, don't forget kissing fish or fish lips. So I'm trying to keep the, slight amount of warmth into the glass that I'm going. All right, and the fun part is getting it 180 degrees on the other side.
Perfectly, yeah.
But I'm trying to let myself be more random. Because, it doesn't have to be totally perfect. Of course, you don't want it 45 degrees off. That's crazy. I could have sworn I had it too hot. You can see I wasn't doing fish lips.
Yeah.
So it's not uniform,
Nice.
but it's close enough. That looks a little bit pointy there. I don't like that, because that could be a little dangerous. I like them a little more rounded and stubbier, just for safety.
Yep.
All right. Still a little warm. All right. Yoosh, that got really hot.
Yeah.
I don't have enough water. Oh, this is a little hot glass. Because I don't need this handle now. It's going to kind of mess up my view of the face. Last one I made, little kid says, "How come his mouth is on his belly?" I was like, I don't know. The ghost got confused when he got buried. There I go again, talking while I have hot glass on the flame. All right, so that's super thin. So the way I think I can fix it, when glass gets hot, gravity pulls it down. So what I got to do is steal glass from the part that we definitely know is thick, and just let it sag down there. And again, disclaimer number one, I don't really know this tube yet. With clear glass, I'd be able to see what we call it the wall weight, how thick the...
Yeah.
And with this, I'm just guesstimating by how bright that spot is. And I kind of fixed the weirdness of the head. You can sort of see the line around there.
Yeah.
I don't know where that's from. Maybe it's just the glass was fatigued. But it looks a little bit better when I started sinking into it. All right, so I think that side looks better compared to that side.
Okay.